Puss in Boots by Saviour, Pirotta and illustrated by Laura Wood. Once there was a miller with 3 sons. When the miller died, he left his eldest son his mill, his second son his donkey, and his youngest son, Bob, his cat. How will a cat help me earn a living? Sighed Bob. Give me a bag and a pair of boots, said the cat, and I'll show you what my cunning and imagination can do. Bob was so surprised to hear a cat talk that he did as he was asked. The cat caught a wild rabbit with the bag. He gave it to the king as a gift. The next day, he gave the king 2 partridges. 1, 2. Who is sending me these wonderful gifts? Asked the king. My master, the Lord of Carabas's castle, replied the cat. The next morning, the cat took Bob to the river. Take off your clothes and swim in the river, he said. But it's freezing, complained Bob. Do as I say and you'll soon be a prince, said the cat. When you see a carriage, pretend you are drowning. Soon, the king and his daughter drove past on their early morning ride. Help! Shouted Bob. Thieves stole my master's clothes and threw him in the river, said the cat to the king. The king ordered his men to rescue Bob and to fetch fine clothes to replace his stolen ones. Bob looked like a prince in his new clothes, and the king's daughter had never seen a finer looking man. The king invited Bob to join them on the ride. Soon, the carriage came to a castle on a hill. That is Castle Carabas, said the cat. Your Majesty is welcome to visit, but allow me to run ahead and make everything ready. The castle really belonged to a horrible ogre. I've heard, said the cat, that you can change into anything you like. You heard right, chuckled the ogre, and he turned into a roaring tiger. Ah, said the cat, but I bet you can't change into something tiny, like a mouse. The ogre roared with laughter. Can't I? The roar turned into a squeak as he changed into a mouse. The cat bounced and gobbled him up. The king's carriage arrived and the cat welcomed them to Carabas's castle. The princess was now in love with Bob, and the king was very impressed with the castle. Bob and the princess were married soon after. Thank you, Puss, whispered Bob. Your cunning and imagination have helped me to become a prince. The king was so happy. He made the cat a lord. Everyone called him Puss in Boots. The end. What a clever cat! When Bob's father dies, all he inherits is a cat. He soon discovers, however, that this is no ordinary cat, but Puss in Boots. Can Puss help turn Bob's luck around?